Sylvia, where do you give me an update? Where do you stand in your preparation in terms of, have you practiced cases before? Have you practiced your stories? Have you practiced amazingness?
I've practiced mostly cases through Facebook groups with people from other countries. Yeah. I am working on my amazingness. Maybe not that much. I'm more working now in the scripts about my histories, and the idea is to add the amazingness once I have the core thing that I want to say.
Well, the amazingness is something specific I want to talk about. Your 30 seconds of amazingness. Have you practiced them? Not yet. Okay. You got to have the ability to, within 30 seconds, tell a story about yourself where everybody says, oh my God, we have to hire her. Okay? Because if somebody asks you, can you take me through your CV real quick? You don't need to take them through your CV real quick. You have to tell your story of amazingness. We'll practice this. Kevin, are you here as well? Where is he? Is he here?
Yes, I'm here. My camera is not working.
Okay. So you two, show Sylvia the story of amazingness. Marcy, you start. Hey, Marcy, nice to have you here today. Can you take me through your CV real quick?
So I define myself as someone that creates opportunity. I'm the first generation of my family who attended college. And in my bachelor in science in law, I am a first grade student, 10 times English. I was 100% scholarship. After I graduate, I found my own law office where I closed 3 billion in deal. I secured for myself, for my own office, 127 million reals in deals by developing a framework to specific project to support the government project. And then I moved to US and decided to pursue my master in law, where I was a top 10 student, 50% scholarship. As a managing director, I was able to increase 15 million in revenue for the company. I also saved 3 million in cost by review reports and requests.
Very good. Very good. Well delivered.
It's something like me.
Good. Good. Sylvia, did you observe one thing? How did your mental image of Marcy change in the last 30 seconds?
It was like top, 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 top.
Exactly. Very good. Right? But you need to practice this because this is not something we naturally do. We don't have the absolute top highlights of our life on top of our head. So you have to practice this, okay?
And we usually don't brag about them. It's just like,
We'll give Kevin a try and then you do it. Kevin, hey Kevin, great that you're here today. Can you take me through your CV real quick?
Hi Moritz, happy to be here. Concerning myself, I'm a trilingual chief operating officer at a German startup, where I already generated in the first 4 months $5 million in lifetime value. Previous to that, I was working in digitalization at Grant Thornton, a top firm, where I single-handed led the whole digitalization in my department and reduced hours of manual work into a few optimizations. Before that, I worked at KPMG, where I actually calculated that around 2 billion people benefited from a leading pharmaceutical firm. And concerning my education, I pursued a double degree in engineering and management, where I was top 10% in both of them.
Exactly. Gives us. So, Sylvia, great to have you here today. Can you take me through your CV real quick?
Thank you, Moritz. Okay, my academic background, I graduated from industrial engineering and international business management. I was the top 5 in the national results of the academic test in Colombia. During my studies, I was the president of the faculty, engineering faculty, and as well, I presented 2 resolutions, one to the delegate of the UN in the States, and another to the delegate of the OAS. Right now, I am starting my business to digitalize companies, small and medium enterprise. And I forgot what I was about to say about what was in between. But yeah, that's my
good start. You have to add way more clarity to this and get rid of all things that are not the pure amazingness. Like the two resolutions is you have to think about either what is the amazingness about the two resolutions or do away with it. You have to always find what is the amazingness mechanic. It's like, I was the first one in my family to go to college. That is amazing. Yeah. I founded this law firm and I made $50 million in revenues. That's amazing. Yeah. You have to find what is the arguments and you have to make them so simple that Homer Simpson understands them. Because you have to see that they have to leave your mind, become words, enter the mind of the other person, and then that person has to store them, and then that person has to reproduce them in the meeting that happens after the interview, where people ask, why should we hire her? And then that person has to be able to reproduce what you told them. So he's got no chance remembering your resolutions. It has to be super simple points. Yeah, super simple, like simpler than simple. I was the best in high school and I founded a newspaper in parallel. I was a top 1% student. I went to the army where I graduated with distinction in bridge building. And then I went to McKinsey, the leading consultancy, for 10 years. After that, I was a CEO and founder of 3 companies. Yeah, super simple. And you have to, and it's a great way to prepare is to write them out on index cards and use them like a card, like playing cards, so that you also get this nice cadence and that calmness. You play one ace after the other. Yeah. I was top 10% here. And the challenge is to become super clear in your presentation so that the other person has it crystal clear in front of their eyes. It's a communication issue.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And that's very important. And this shit works every single time. Anybody of my students who goes into an interview and he gets the question, can you tell me a bit about yourself? And they do this, the interviewers are always like, ooh, nice. Yeah.